Hey guys, how's it going? College football week 8, total chaos coming your way for this Thursday, October the 21st. With me today, I've got Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks. How's it going, Higgs?
Not too bad, not too bad. Ready for another fun weekend of action?
Yes, it should be good. This should be a good one. It's a little tricky. The NFL has a lot of double digits. College football doesn't have a lot of like flashy games, but there's a lot of good value in the games that are out there already.
Yeah, definitely. I think a tough kind of weekend. I've been doing stuff a little bit, and there's some good. It's not as fun as last weekend. Tougher weekend, especially NFL wise. I think it's tough.
Right. It's what we're here for. You know, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So let's do it. What's up, Cameron Ross? How you doing, friend?
Doing pretty good. Just making it through. Big time of the year. The Braves broke my heart yesterday. They should be up 3-0, but we're still hanging in. But like Sean, like he said, last weekend football was really, really fun. This weekend's going to be just as much fun, just not as much to pick from.
It's like business time.
Right,
this week is like business time.
I want to jump in real fast because it says live.
It's not.
Okay.
It's going to be. It's not. So don't you worry. We're good here. We used to do Total Chaos is live. Now we've been recording them because we've got other free content shows. Net Picks and Chill. Our new hockey show comes on every Tuesday night with Detroit Lenny and Nick Earl. And Shooting Hoops with Lenny and Tim is on tonight, Wednesday night. So lots of new stuff coming along.
My phone beeps. I'm looking, it says Picks Parlays. I'm like, what the heck? And it says live, and then it says Shooting Hoops. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's chaos. Yeah, look.
Everyone got their notifications.
I got it too.
That's why you got to ring that bell for notifications so you know when the good stuff happens.
Like, you see what my life is. Picks and parlays and alley. Yeah.
That's how we do it. Oh, he froze that. Okay, there we go. We do have a promo code over at picksandparlays.net. It is NBA. So use that and save 20% off of either one of these guys' premium picks and packages, or get both of their packages and save 20% off of that. You know, it's just simple math, really. Okay, so I'm going to give them 5 college football games that happen Thursday, October 21st. They're going to tell me if they go over or under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back as the champ. Sean Higgs, you're going to kick it off for us. University of Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns are taking on Arkansas State, and the total is 7. What do we got?
Yeah, and right off the bat, Lafayette 5-1 to the under lately. But you know what? I'm still going over the total of 70. I think people forget ULL. This is a team that was like a borderline top 25 team to start the year. They got run out by Texas, and then they had like a close game versus Nichols, and people are like, these guys are terrible. But you know what? Here comes Arkansas State. And you know what? You can't spell Arkansas State with a D because they don't have one. 52, 59, 41, 52, 55. Do they show me like, hopefully let's give up 55 and hopefully we keep it close. I mean, you know what? This is going to be a high-scoring game. 7. I'm going to go over the total. Maybe a square play based on, ULL can go a little slower, and maybe it's a 36-14 type of game, but I don't know. I mean, they've been giving up 50. Take the team's handing you 50. Go take it. Take it and run.
Take it and run. All right. Yeah, I mean, they're not like the sleeping Cajuns. They're raging. So,
right.
An over seems like it would make sense. What do you got on this one, Cameron?
Points a game Arkansas State's giving up. I mean, come on.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, but, just like what he just said, they've given up 70, 80. The lowest scoring game of the year was 55, and that's because Arkansas State only scored 3. The smallest number all year they've given up is 41. 41. I agree. Usually I don't numbers like this is the same thing with double-digit spreads, baseball too. But 10 touchdowns is a lot. But like he just said, when teams are just giving out 50 balls, you got to pick it up and take it. I'm gonna go over 2.
Make it rain 50 balls. All right.
I mean, like, I don't mind taking unders, but sometimes it'd be like, you know what? If he's just at 50, we're going to get 50.
50. All right. Tulane at SMU to UCAM. It's 70.5. Another really big number here. What are you going to do with this one?
Yeah, this too is a really, really big number, and Tulane has been trending towards the over. They've had a couple of games in the 80s, a couple of games in the 70s, and again, I would love to go for it again, but SMU's a 6-0 team. They're ranked, and if they want to have a chance to move up, potentially play in a bigger bowl towards the end of the year, SMU's not a team that's going to play New Year's Six. They're not a playoff type team, but they do have a chance. Top 15, top 18, they're going to want to move up, but they can't give up a bunch of points to a team like like Tulane. I don't think this total can go over. The only way I see this total going over is if SMU scored 71, but I think late third, early fourth, SMU's going to take everybody out. I'm going to go under in this one.
Under we go. Higgs, what do you say?
Yeah, no, we're on the same wavelength here. I'm on the under here. SMU, great. We can score 50 SMU, but is Tulane scoring 22, 29, 21, 21? That's what they put up. So they're good for 20 points. So 44-20 is a nice little win for SMU here. You toss out they had a crazy game for 40-35 against Oklahoma to open the season, and we've seen how Oklahoma's changed since they changed quarterbacks. So you take that game out, and this team scores 22 points a game. So again, SMU's undefeated, playing a little better. I'm going to go under also.
All right. I love it when we agree. When we agree, those are the money-making picks on the show. The consensus plays tend to be the most valuable ones. So write those down. We will do a recap later. SJSU is at UNLV. This is my neck of the woods, the Mountain West. The number's 44.5. Higgs, talk to me.
I'm going to go OVER.
Well played, SIR.
So, this game opened at 46.5 and it's come down a tick. And I get it, right? You see San Jose last week, what was that, 19-13 overtime game. And, low scoring, I think 32-14 versus Colorado State. So not a lot of offense. But this is a game, UNLV, I think they got a backup quarterback in. But at 44, this is like low where, okay, you're bad, but being bad can generate some offense. And this is the spot maybe – UNLV thinks, we got a shot here. Maybe we even win this one outright. I'm going to pull up the other line real fast on this one. So it's 4, small little home dog. But that's a striking distance for a team that has 0 wins. How bad is San Jose that they're not even favored by like 10? We saw like Eastern Washington come in as a dog and then went off as like a 10 favorite here, 7 point, whatever it was against UNLV. So I'm going to go over just based on 44 things. Even going bad can go over in this. You know what? I mean, unless they're just playing field position games, but I don't see it. And again, that was Eastern Washington went off. That was Eastern Washington game one. I was right about that. So they were a dog, and then Eastern Washington was favored over UNLV. Unbelievable.
I don't know why you have to bring up old stuff. I live in Las Vegas, and I'm sensitive to these things. Yes. Cameron, what do you think about this one?
Why do you have to bring up stuff we're not talking about? No, I agree.
Stuff I asked you to talk about.
Right. Just talk to me. But no, 3-4 against 0-6. UNLV, they're not winning, but they're also not getting blown out. The only blowout they suffered was to Iowa State, 48-3. They did lose 37-10 to Arizona State. They competed with Fresno State.
Arizona State's like the best team in the Pac-12, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they.
Yeah.
Like Higgs said, they stay in these games. Neither team is averaging more than 20 points a game, but both teams are giving up a lot. UNLV is giving up 35. SJSU is giving up just over 23. Just those two numbers together is over this total. I think the offenses, like Higgs said, they're going to just find enough to get over this total. There'll probably be a couple of field goals kicked. With the way the spread is, it's so close, I would imagine neither team's going to really pull away. So that, again, will have both offenses wanting to score as much as they can. I'm going to agree. I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I love a good dogfight for an over because you're going to be going back. I know you scored. Now I got to score. Now you got to score. Okay, now I got to score. So that's a really good point right there. All right, keep those good points rolling with FAU and Charlotte. Your number's 57, Cam.
Hey, again, 3-3, 4-2, two pretty good teams within their conference. Both teams are putting up just barely. The smallest amount under 30. So, offense is a thing here. They both have played FIU in the last couple of weeks. Charlotte put 45 on them last week. FAU put 58 on them a few weeks ago. They both can score the ball. They're both going to move the ball, but they both give up a lot as well. They're both scoring 30-ish. They're both giving up 20 plus. I don't see this being, a defensive battle. This is probably going to be a shootout because they're so close. If FAU can win, they would take the lead in Charlotte over in the conference. But I just see this one being a shootout up and down the field. This could be 28-24 at the half type of game. So I'm going to go over in this one as well.
Dang, and over first half too. Higgs, do you agree with that?
I agree. Again, open at 54.5, up to 57. Obviously, based on them being able to score, not stopping a lot of scoring. And we saw at FAU, this is, going back to an Air Force game, they lost 31-7, came out and dropped a 58 bomb, right? And then last week, tough one against UAB, a little better defensive club, 31-14. So again, I expect them to come put another 30 spot up here. And if they're putting up 30, I think Charlotte's going to be able to score a little bit. Charlotte's not good, but they somehow score points a little bit, 49ers. Yeah. They're much like their 49er brethren in the NFL. Somehow they just hang around and put the points on the board. I'm going to go over here, 57, follow the move up to the 57, go over the total.
If you're out on that field long enough, you're just bound to score a point or two. You're just bound to. Okay, so we are going to switch off of college football and roll into the NFL with the Thursday night game. Broncos at the Browns. The total's 41. Higgs, lay it on me.
We were just saying about San Jose where things have to go right and just to stay under total. I'm 41 here. I'm just going to go over the total. I had over 42.5 in the Seattle-Pittsburgh game just based on even bad teams. You're going to get some easy points somehow, right? It's going to things are going to turn. All it takes is like an 8-minute window, and then you got 17 points on the board. And Denver here, Teddy Bridgewater, nice little guy. I like him offensively. He's a nice dog kind of quarterback on the road. I'll grab him a little bit. And the Browns team, backup quarterback, right? Everybody's going to be like, you got a backup. Case Keenum was a starter in the NFL. He did pretty good with Minnesota. He didn't do bad with Washington. He's put up points. He scores touchdowns. He's not bad. Now, would I like this a little better if we had some offensive line help? I know running backs are one thing. You could fill in. The coach is the coach. He's going to kind of work that out. But I'm going to go over. Broncos defense, and not that special. And we've seen this Browns defense. I thought was pretty good. Just looked like absolute Swiss. Forget not even Swiss cheese. That's an insult to holes in Swiss cheese. This is look like. I don't even know. Just what's got giant holes in it? I don't know. Pipes? I don't know.
Swiss cheese.
Seriously, they've looked horrendous. So I'm going to go over to 41.
Here's a fun food fact. Do you know what the holes in Swiss cheese are actually called? Eyes. They're called eyes. So okay. There you have it. Cameron Ross. Yeah. Ojos. Cameron Ross, what do you think? Over or under the 41 in the NFL game?
Yeah, I hate it, but I'm gonna agree as well. Both teams are scoring the ball pretty well, but the biggest issue here is they're not stopping anybody. These two teams, last 4 games combined, 2 for the Browns, 2 for the Broncos. There's been 244 total points scored. That's a lot. In 4 games, that's a lot. So, prime time, all of America's going to be watching. It's going to be a show, even with guys beat up, this and that. Both teams are 3-3. They're both going to try to improve, just like we said a minute ago. 40, 41, 42. You can do that on accident. You can just find 41 or 42 in an NFL game. So I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take the points.
All right. So let's do a little bit of recapping. If you guys are looking,
we're back next week because we have all the same picks.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Do you? Well, hot damn. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna let that roll right now because it's a perfect game. Okay, we should all just cash on this. If y'all are looking for me, I'm at Plus Money Honey on Twitter. I will throw out a game to both of you. I'm just not going to do it right now, but we will have a tiebreaker, gentlemen. Sean Higgs is our real _Higgs. You can find him on picksandparlays.net under Sean Higgs, but over on YouTube, search for Winning Free Picks. That's his own channel. He provides tons of free content every single day. And Cameron Ross, if you're looking for him on Twitter, find him at I_am_Cam20 and find them both at picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code NBA to save yourself 20% off of the entire site. All right, so here's your Thursday night recap. Raging Cajuns at Arkansas State, the number's 70, and they're going over. Tulane at SMU, 70.5. Too many points. Slow down. We're taking that under. SJSU and UNLV, 44.5. We could get there on accident. We're going over. FAU at Charlotte's at 57. We're taking that puppy over too. And for the big NFL Thursday night game, Broncos at the Browns, we're both going over the 41 points. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining this round of Total Chaos. Don't forget to check out their premium plays and packages at picksandparlays.net. And like I always say, may the best capper win. Good luck, guys.
See you next week.
Take it easy.